Hello newbies, this is Suspect Amy here, and I just want to post a quick video going over the number one reason I'm skipping summer Elsirelle. As you can see, I have plenty of Visual to pull on summer Elsirelle. At this stage of the game, I've eventually extracted every ounce of free Viz that can be farmed. There are almost no quests out there that I haven't completed at least once, including story and hard quests, which means gaining more Visual going forward is going to be a lot slower. But this isn't the issue that's holding me back. I like everything about Summer Elsirelle. Original Elsirelle is one of my favorite characters. I fully expect the Final Fantasy VII collab to arrive with tons of cheap Visual discounts, so I am only slightly concerned about the Viz cost here. The problem is that I have zero interest in slow building units. Personally, I have a rule. You should be able to get every unit to EX 120 during their event period for 24,000 Viz and $7. Based on my math, Elsirelle will cost more than this. I'll explain, but first let's talk about what it takes to get Summer Elsirelle to EX 120. The only thing we care about right now is her shards, since that's the key ingredient that goes away once her limited period is over. For this math, let's assume you did her full 9-step summon banner for 14k Viz and got her somewhere along the way. Now what? The summons themselves actually give you a nice chunk of summer medals along with a bunch of unit stars. Jump into the mog shop and turn in the 900 medals for 90 of her shards. You should have received enough unit stars to pick up 60 more shards. Buying more than 60 may be a bit too expensive. Next, start to clear her bingo board. Finish this up to snag a cool 120 shards. Just logging into the game each day over the next week will net you 40 more shards from the summer login bonus. Completing Elsirelle's character quest will add another 15 shards to your stash. There is 5 more things you need to do daily to maximize her shards. 1. Spend $1 in the shop to activate the daily purchase requirements, which will get you 80 shards in a week. 2. Use the 60 paid Visual you got for that $1 to buy the 5 daily shards from her shop. You can realistically spend paid Viz here for 3 weeks, but I feel like it's only worth spending the $1 for the week that her purchase shop is active, because you essentially get double shards. Let's lock in 35 shards for the week. 3. Perform the 25 million guild summon to grab her 10 shards. This is only around for 1 week, but that's another 70 shards. 4. Grab 2 shards each day by setting Elsirelle up in your guild barracks, activating shard mode, and keeping the food maxed out for a total of 42 more shards over 3 weeks. Just a note here, if you have any other summer units maxed, you can also add them to the barracks as well and get the same summer mind spheres that Elsirelle needs to get to EX 120. It will cost you more food, but it could double or triple your shard output here, and you can do this for as long as you want. This works outside of the limited period. 5. Set your Chocobo expedition to point at Swirling Depths and try to collect at least 1 shard a day. That's another 21 shards over 3 weeks. Lastly, scoop up the 200 shards from her shop bundle for 10k free Visual. So you did everything I mentioned, and now you are at 773 shards. That's still 227 shards short of getting her to EX 120. Where are these 227 shards going to come from? Well, you can refresh the general shop and buy 5 or 10 shard packs there, also from the Whimsy shop and Weekly Elemental shop. But as I said before, my rule is you should be able to EX her fully with 24,000 Viz and $7, so spending extra here is not my cup of tea. This is the point when you go to the Mindsphere mock shop and grab all of the remaining shards that you need. The cost of these Mindsphere shards goes up every time you buy 50. Now, here's the problem and the primary reason why I won't be pulling on Summer Elsirelle. Elsirelle's Mindspheres are these summer ones shared by all summer units. That means that if I already pulled 1 or 2 summer units, like I have with Lilith and Ketone, then I already used the mock shop for summer Mindspheres quite a bit. Before I've purchased a single Elsirelle Mindsphere, the cost is already twice as much as normal Mindspheres. Because it's so expensive to get her shards here, Elsirelle will end up costing me either more cash or more Viz to EX than any other unit. It's not her fault she shares Mindspheres and arrived later in the summer, but it is what it is. Take note of this once Final Fantasy VII drops. There will be 4 units there and they will share Mindspheres, so unless Gumi decides to give us a bunch of shards elsewhere, we may be hitting a similar bottleneck when we go to summon Barret or Aerith. Hopefully you can see my reasoning here. Leave a comment below if you have other ideas. Bye everyone!